Hey everyone, welcome back to Accounting Basics. Today we're breaking down one of the most important and often misunderstood financial statements in accounting, the cash flow statement. If you've ever wondered why a company can show a profit but still run out of money, this video is for you. Here's a quick question. If a business makes $100,000 in profit this year, does that mean it has $100,000 sitting in its bank account? Not necessarily. And understanding why is exactly what the cash flow statement is all about. So what is the cash flow statement? The cash flow statement shows how much cash actually moved in and out of a business during a specific period. While the income statement shows profit and the balance sheet shows financial position, the cash flow statement answers one simple question: where did the cash come from and where did it go? It tracks real cash, not accounting profit, not estimates, not future promises, just actual money received and paid. The statement is divided into three main sections. 1. Operating activities. 2. Investing activities. And 3. Financing activities. Let's break them down one by one with practical examples. 1. Cash flow from operating activities. This section will show cash generated or used by the company's core business operations. Think of it as the day-to-day business activity. Examples of cash inflows are like cash received from customers and cash refunds from suppliers. Examples of cash outflows: payments to suppliers, salaries, wages, rent, utilities, taxes. A practical example is, let's just imagine Sarah owns a small coffee shop. During the year, she sells, we'll say, $200,000 worth of coffee. Customers pay $180,000 in cash. $20,000 is still owed to her. That's her accounts receivable. She pays $120,000 for supplies and salaries. Now, even though her income statement shows $200,000 in revenue, her cash inflow from customers is only $180,000. So her operating cash flow would be like $180,000 for cash received minus $120,000 for cash paid. That equals $60,000 positive operating cash flow. This section tells us whether the core business is generating enough cash to sustain itself. A healthy company typically has positive cash flow from operations. 2. Let's talk about cash flow from investing activities. Now, this section deals with long-term assets. In simple terms, buying and selling the big stuff. Examples: buying equipment, purchasing property, selling machinery, investing in another company. A practical example: let's say Sarah decides to buy a new espresso machine for $25,000. Now, even though this is not an expense on the income statement all at once, it will be depreciated over several years. The full $25,000 leaves her bank account immediately. So on the cash flow statement, under investing activities, we record negative $25,000. Now, if she later sells old equipment for $5,000, that would show as a plus of $5,000. So her net investing cash flow would be like negative $25,000 plus $5,000 equals a negative $20,000 negative investing cash flow. Investing cash flow is often negative in growing companies because they're buying new assets to expand. Negative here isn't always bad. It could mean growth. Okay, on to number 3, cash flow from financing activities. This section shows how the company is funded. It includes borrowing money and repaying loans, issuing shares, and paying dividends. A practical example will say Sarah takes out a $50,000 bank loan to expand her coffee shop. That is a cash inflow of $50,000. Now, later that year, she repays $10,000 of the loan principal. That's a cash outflow of negative $10,000. If she pays herself $15,000 in dividends, that's another negative $15,000. So financing cash flow would be a positive of $50,000, a negative of $10,000, a negative of $15,000, which equals out to $25,000 positive financing cash flow. This section shows whether the business relies on external funding or is it returning money to the owners. Now let's combine everything for Sarah's coffee shop. Operating cash flow plus $60,000. Investing cash flow minus $20,000. Financing cash flow positive $25,000. Total net cash flow equals $65,000 increase in cash. That means her bank balance increased by $65,000 during the year. Simple, clear, and powerful. Now let's go back to the big idea. Why isn't profit equal to cash? Because accounting uses accrual accounting. Revenue is recorded when it's earned, not when the cash is received. Expenses are recorded when incurred, not when paid. For example, selling on credit increases profit, but not cash. Buying equipment reduces cash, but doesn't immediately reduce profit. Loan repayments reduce cash, but don't affect profit, only interest does. That's why investors, managers, and banks always check the cash flow statement. A company can be profitable on paper, but run out of cash and go bankrupt. Cash keeps the business alive. There are two ways to present operating cash flow. One, the direct method. It shows actual cash received and paid, like our coffee shop example. And two, the indirect method. Now that starts with net income and adjusts for non-cash items like depreciation and changes in working capital. Most companies use the indirect method, but both arrive at the same operating cash flow number. Here's why this statement is so important. It shows liquidity. Can the company pay its bills? It reveals financial flexibility. It helps detect financial manipulation, and it shows whether growth is sustainable. Strong positive operating cash flow is usually a sign of a healthy business. If you remember just one thing from this video, let it be this. Profit is an opinion. Cash is a fact. The cash flow statement cuts through accounting estimates and shows what really happened with the money. When analyzing any company, whether it's a small coffee shop or a global corporation, always check 1. Is operating cash flow positive? 2. Where is the company investing? And 3. How is it financing itself? Master these basics, and you'll understand business finance at a much deeper level. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more accounting and financing stuff. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.